haven't actually rotated their setup here. Still got the full KJ setup of Hoodie, and then you've got that support from Cloud as well. This is a pretty nasty spot to try and push into here.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And, you know, those rotations are going to be quick from the B side as well. That close position, it's an off angle you don't normally see held, but he's whipping every shot. The final bullet at least finds its mark. And again, the brakes have to be pumped. This attacking side, they're trying to take little pieces of map control, and every time they're being denied so far.
Yeah, they're now just trying to play the waiting game, hoping that someone rotates away, although they're dropping guns on the floor, so I'm pretty sure that Giants aren't going to budge. They still know they're here because they're making sound. With 30 seconds left, there's not much of an opportunity to really rotate away at this stage. This round is looking dead to rights. With a 4-man crossfire, not even a kill comes through.
Nation Focus Me coming in with rifles, the same start to the round, 4 players on C long, but they've got a little bit more all in on the strategy. 5 players this time, Spike coming as well. And they've got the site for free. A retake attempt out of Giants. And I think this was the right call, especially when you look at the player who's on site being Ryan. nukkye's just got dropped through the smoke.
Yeah, that was dirty. That was just a couple of bullets tapped through, and that's probably the player you want most alive in this sort of scenario, except maybe Ryan on that Astra. Seoldam still looking to try and take these aggressive spots. It's what he's known for, these almost frag movie highlights, but yet to really get anything done as the push looks to come back through.
There was a lot of utility in his way. He's got to hold strong, though, with his teammate falling. The kills are going Giants' way, and it looks like they might have the round. Time's going to be an issue here if xnfri can hold on a little longer, and there's a player low HP, managing to use a star to at least delay it, and he might have it. It's going to be so tight. 1 bullet needed on the diffuser. It's halfway. He'll get the kill on the second. xnfri closing out a round that they desperately needed. That's putting them right on the board. And that smoke will go up, stopping anybody that's further back and not in the site from helping out their teammates. This could be a tough one, but the good thing is you're seeing players quite far away. Hoodie just walked in and sprayed. They've barely seen anyone this round. The Pacific side's in a 2v5. That is devastating.
Yeah, they've literally seen no one. It's literally just been knowing their spots, knowing their lineups. And now Seoldam, we need one of those moments. We need to see one of those moments from a year ago. It's a nice start, but nothing more to be had. Reita left. 1 versus 4. Angle not cleared. A chance here with the second already going his way. nukkye and Cloud on the other side, but they can just start this defusal. He knows that somebody's on that spike. He hits the third. But it is already a rotation from Cloud going back in that direction. You got Vitinho from above. He just wants to take one and try and move back, but that's the info they had at least. Now there is still going to be that lockdown available for the post plant. That might be something to try and highlight when going into that after plant position, if they can get into the after plant, because they're trying to hit them with the shock darts.
They waited as well. You know, those shock darts coming up and over. They pop down the lockdown, avoid getting taken down on the spike plant as well, even damaged up too much, and Suggest now 48 HP, going to sit down below holding utility for the eventual retake that will be mounted. They've committed 1 player to watching the back, which is Reita. Won't be able to do all too much, and now realizing it's clear, going to come to hold forward. I mean, this is a well stacked up site for DFM. Giants are going to find it hard to get any sort of space in. They need a hero play, and there's just nobody to take that mantle right now. A fantastic stun. And puts a halt to Hoodie's push. He can still isolate the fights, but he doesn't win them. Yeah, and they stomp them. But 40 seconds on the clock and a 4-man stack from Giants on this C site. Pistols, obviously, that's why we're saying it's not a big deal, but they might be able to get something done. And Ryan is up right close. He's in the smoke, dancing through the cloud burst. He'll only get 1, and nobody else is able to take a kill. Seoldam dealing with the round nicely, and he almost goes down, but in the end, it's a 4v1 post plant, and that 1 is the man with the sheriff.
Yeah, it was a good read from Giants. 3 players there. I think it was mainly because they had the lockdown if they really wanted to try and push a retake elsewhere on the map. But ultimately, solid trading, isolated the jewels, even just the space that was taken again from Seoldam. That's the thing. I think statistically you're going to look at him throughout this game and be like, you know, is he coming back? But he is every round dashing into a smoke on the site so that everybody else can find the space. Now, the main time... Oh! He got there in the end. We'll just edit the rest out. We'll edit the rest out. It's fine.
10 needs a shout. And even if you look back through their past history, like their last couple of games, this guy's tearing it up when it comes to that controller role. Now, right away, Giants want to fight for some A-long control. They've got an op here and everything, but they've also got the entirety of the enemy team as DFM up the pace and move right into the site. An attempt down to Seoldam. Oh, he's in a lot of danger. There's a shorty. And Vitinho's got him with it. Down to the operator now for another. And then Cloud shows up. His big moment, well, kind of goes awry in the end, but nukkye's there to catch him when...
This battle on the flank, though, could be fairly important. Lockdown going to be utilized on either side. Not really an opportunity to destroy it, but Reita already catching Fatino. That means they know that there's been an aggressive push through that A site and potentially leaves it open on the other side. And in fact, it looks like Giants may be considering that as well. The thing is, though, with the spike down, they're not going to worry so much about that rotation. Already just looking to try and get back into the site. With all 4 players down long, no wraparound, but that isn't going to be known. nukkye still just holding for it.
It's the stun, the shocks. I mean, they have so much utility. And now as it wanes, they should have the numbers, but Reita's left alone, and he can't manage to deny. Oh, wow. This is going to be a pacey one from Giants. They're already in. Dash out of Fatino. Reveals catching some, but they're just spraying them down.
Yeah, they've just mowed them completely. Maybe expecting a weaker purchase on the other side, I don't know, but it was just a full W key into the site on the retake, trying to get in before they could properly set up, but it's clear that Giants were more than ready for this. Well, the players on the other side just kind of go, well, I guess I'm keeping my Vandal.
If you play that round slow, defaulty, the preference of DFM for the C-long pushes when they don't get the info early on.
They tap the spike just to bait out this Hunter's Fury, and Giants have just played this to perfection.
Well, the Hunter's Fury, still, that was the point of it even, just to deny that plan, to buy time for the flank, but it's expected, it's watched for, and this comes down to Hoody. His first kill already found. xnfri, who got tagged up by Rhyme earlier on, walks in, and the stun hadn't been put out yet. Hoodie's in the corner, they won't push him out in time, he gets to fight Suggest, but he loses. Doesn't seem to matter all too much with his teammates falling. Okay, nice shot, Anthem, but again, through the smoke. Cloud able to clean it up, and Suggest is left in a really tough position. 1 kill for a Rolling Thunder, but it's time, it's HP. With those 2 players unknown, right, tucked away.
Fury. It's done.
Oh yeah,
it's already
Hunter's
done.
Fury, I hadn't even caught that.
There's no chance. Like,
Just
Cloud has been
stacking
getting
up.
so many kills. Look how far away he is as well.
Such a tough spot to play from if you're DFM. You don't want to make that call to overextend, but at the same time, you got a player like Reita who right now, what is he supposed to do? Tell me that. What is the correct play here for Reita? There isn't one. He's going to try to get some damage. And
okay, that was it.
Corrected, Reita. You have found the correct play, and that's why you're on the server.
Yeah, no, fair play. Coming out of that with 2 is impressive. Flank being watched, nukkye already taking the first pick, a second as well. That advantage just dissipates in a matter of seconds. They now know where one of these players are, and because of that, they're going to try and aggress. They might actually completely dodge this Rolling Thunder. It's just disgusting. Finally, it connects onto one of them, but Suggest on just 46 HP. Cloud, he's already avoided it, and it is an easy dub for Giants. They've won themselves 9 rounds in a row to close out this game, and they are looking very good on day 1 of lock-in.
And it's the 2 players new to this environment, new to the land, that end up surviving in that final round, closing it out at 13-4. Fatino and Cloud.
Good, you know, Sova's a good.
We might see more of that in this tournament. A little orb taken by Cloud. Oof. You lose the pistol as well coming into this. I mean, look, if you're DFM, you want to be picking up rounds here. Your attack's going to be pretty tough. You're going to be looking at an A site quite a bit, I'd imagine. Maybe they got some mid-split ideas. You never know. It could be something to catch them off guard. I'm excited for it, but also very, very cautious with giving any hope to it.
Yeah, they need someone to make a mistake, and that's not really something other than a whiff or 2. Giants haven't made many, if any, mistakes. Nice shot at least onto Hoody. But again, they've got players to spare. Maybe not too many more. It's all left onto xnfri, though, and he's going to find another. Somehow this has become competitive, but the time is ticking away. He's managed to bait Rhyme into the fight. The point goes down anyway.
But there's a chance the Giants are panicking there, and they try to push spawn and get extra control, but they don't. They played it calm, cool, collected, held the angle, and now, same thing from Fatino. He dashed into a slow warp earlier on to try and catch them off guard, this time holding yellow late, but they're watching it, they're checking it, and Hoody needs to go huge with the Sheriff. He's got 2! Even more damage! This is unreal! nukkye then comes up from behind and rips this round out of their hands! 4 players outside, Knife confirms it. Stack up, now strong, the nade slowed them, it allowed the rotation to come into play. Viper Wall, I think, is, no, it's up actually, I thought it was refreshing. So this was a little bit more of a panic then from the DFM side. They didn't expect them to slow down quite that much. With the wall down, they waited patiently, they paid their time. takej at least gives them some hope. But now that hope remains on Anthem's shoulders, and with a res in from nukkye, it's a 1v3.
Oh, that was there from the beginning of the round. That's so cursed. A piece of utility that never quite got destroyed gives the info over. He might have had a free kill, but instead he's up against a firing squad.
there's a serious possibility for that to happen as well. DFM got to have their heads screwed on the entire time. And this has caught them off guard over on Haven, the straight blitzes. This time, they're playing retake and they have a ton of utility. Problem is, you mentioned, you don't want to play retake against these ultis.
No, I think they wanted to fight this more, but unfortunately with xnfri being tagged instantly, it becomes difficult. He's actually gone within the pit. He's going to try and catch someone. He was hoping maybe that Rhyme shows his face a little bit too early. There's 1 or 2 corners to be checked. They know roughly where the gaps are going to be. He's making a play through. The spam is good, but it's an instant trade. The pit goes down at least and turns it into a 3v2, but still the advantage since with Giants.
Yeah, with no spike planted, though, they've got to at least expose themselves to get that done. A chance for DFM to close the gap, move towards the site, find the angle. Concealed behind the wall here. This could be everything for Hoodie. The timing as it drops, and he'll catch the kill. A little bit more needed. It's only takej in a 1 versus 2. He doesn't know where both players are. Well, now he does. Found out the hard way with 6 on the board for Giants.
So that they've needed. The other thing as well is with a lockdown, he would almost have to fall back and play out. And again, this drone, it's not going to get anything this time. But they know there's someone aggressive. In fact, the Hunter's Fury is going to try and force them out completely. But it gets nothing this time.
Last round, right? Sometimes you just throw those in, and he knew there was a player close. I can see the idea. I can see the plan. Great kill. Rhyme down, wall out of play. That was on B, though. The intention is the A site, but they know that on DFM. 4 players here. Flash. Oh, it's a beautiful flash. He might be able to get so much damage, but the lockdown's still up. They need to push forward. They've got to deny it. 1 second, and there it is. That means we have just seen the Viper's pit go down for no reason. takej completely canceled out of the round. They still need to get that spike planted, and but he's on runabouts. Pick up the spike!
No, it's not going well for Patino. He's going to be able to get it. It's done. To try and deny their plan. Like, he is playing above, flash coming through. They've got so much utility ready and waiting, and when the full force of their team can come back around, as we've mentioned, there's no walls, so they either have to plant more aggressively, and that's exactly what they're doing. They've blinded themselves, but somehow well, I was going to say the trade went okay, not for long. They've just been blasted. The pistol round again.
Big play. We've seen massive rounds from Reita. You know, these guys, quite a lot of experience, as we said. 2 international events under their belt. I think Suggest is the other guy on the team who's matching those numbers. The only other guy on the server with that is...
Now, the thing is, they've got that alarm bot close. It's something they're expected, flashing through so many players ready and waiting, and Hoodie might just have every player lined up. One's still there, caught in the corner, but he's expecting it. He heard the flash. He knows he's there. And already, 3 players in the dirt. It's, again, just another blip on the radar. And the rest of the players are like, well, we've got a little bit of space on A. Try and deny this plant from coming through on the B side, that they haven't realized that the A site is going to go completely under the control of their opponents.
And you know what? If this is any other team, you're probably looking at this going, guys, how are you not reading the rotation? They don't have a Sage. So I actually think there's a world where DFM, if they fully intended to push B, would have waited back like that and said, okay, we need to find a pick first. We need to do something else, a mid-push.
Also, they've been very direct so far.
They have.
Anthem, it's just going to get swung. Can't just go sprinting around the corner. This flank from xnfri, I don't think it's going to be expected, but they need to get a move on, really. He needs to get in behind because his teammates don't actually have a lot to play with. They're left with just weaker weaponry. To half it's likely to go, at least. And Patino is just going to continue to stick it. He eventually goes down. The problem is that time is now ticking away. They need to get back on the spike, and because of that hesitation on the other side, no, they're just going to stick it! Well, so the timing of this push might not be the greatest in the world. They're going to throw in that showstopper, but he's going to get stuck in the mud. And just look at the defense. They've just gone. He's now got a wall to run into. He's got to try and go all the way around. It's achieved the site being under their control, but no damage done.
It's not the worst, you know, not being fully denied, given a chance. Giants are playing a retake. What could go wrong? Maybe Hoodie could come in with his ultimate, deny that space completely, and you can see they're waiting.
Well.
There we go. It's come into play.
Oh, he's just been spammed out of there on the plant. Same position as last time, just trying to fight across the board. Viper's Pit available for Rhyme as well. He could basically just shut this down, make it incredibly awkward as the fight comes through, though. 1 kill for Anthem, that gives
Hunter's
something.
Fury.
Lockdown in play as well. Hunter's Fury on the other side. They're making this one work. The spray down from Anthem. He's just doing it all on his own. Finally, someone steps up for DFM and leaves Rhyme with his Viper's Pit still standing. trying to get anything he can, and Anthem is going to be there to close it.
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't been winning a lot of these rounds without those ultimates in play. The thing is, the longer this goes on, the scarier it gets. There's still the Sage Wall down on the right side of the side that they have to break through. Rhyme also within, and now they're coming in on that flank as well. It looks to get that little bit more awkward.
He's doing it.
Hunter's Fury through, but it's not going to deny anything. But the flank has been able to find one. A kill on another. Cloud's caught one more. This is starting to become very dangerous.
Cloud waiting that whole time. He knew that null command could be coming through. This could force DFM, at least it's already wrecking a lot of their rifles. And the time is the real constraint here, but if Vitinho gets the timing, it's a missed shot. That's all it comes down to. It could have been close to going home, but now Cloud surely not in the 1v2. Time limited so heavily. He's going to give it his best shot, but that's all it comes down to. Deny once he saw 40 seconds on the clock when they're pushing. Okay, maybe we can deny the plant. Maybe we can just get a couple kills. Maybe we can buy space for the flank. You never know. And it was Anthem that went down. That did take their turret out of play.
Oh, what?
No.
Rhyme. He goes through. They've been delaying in every single round. Instead, they fully rotated. They gambled. They threw their players into this A site. The small amount of success, but there's a kill back. A 2v3, a possibility.
There it is.
And a Viper's Pit now thrown through to grant them access to the site.
You know, that should be it now. So hard to fight back in, and Cloud's already used up his drones, so clearing out this pit is so difficult, but they've got the numbers, and we've seen wild sprays land massive value before. Cloud, patient as can be. There's the spray. It's coming damn close. But for now, Suggest survives. The last man standing. The pit's down. The spray. It's wild. It's out of control. And so are Giants. They have done it. 13-7, 2-0. And they have won their opening matchup. Moving on in this tournament. Rhyme is an IGL. He has impressed me beyond belief. The patience of this squad. Almost untested in this series.
Yeah, almost completely new roster. Vitinho, the only man still standing from the old Giants squad. You brought in a couple of players that definitely had their struggles on rosters like G2. You brought in a young star from Natas Vincere, and you brought Rhyme all the way back from North America. And it's looking very good. The structure has been fantastic. I think, as you said, the calling has been great as well, but it's also that patience as well. And unfortunately, for Detonation Focus Me, it is a very short trip to Brazil. A team that, again, it has just been built up, coming through from old rosters like that at Zeta Division, like from North Epsion, even on rejects themselves as well. They've got a lot of work to do, but I think they're a team that can come back from this. That's the thing. You're in the very, very early stages of their build for Pacific, and they've come up against a team that many, including myself, consider a dark horse in this tournament.
The reality is this is a team that we have seen individually make it to this level time and time again.
Yes.
For a lot of these players, in fact, for half the roster, this is their third international event. Third time going home early. I'm sure that stings, but they will have their time. For now, it looks like Giants are a serious contender here. Their play style was near perfect, and the individuals they've got, some of the best that we've seen in EMEA.